So I'm standing here in the front garden, just in front of the house, and I'll show you a little bit around the outside first. You've got this these double gates here off the main road. I'm actually going to walk up and show you the main road because you might recognise where we are if you've been watching our other videos. We're in the village of Balgarin, which is a really lovely village, really close to Harmanlee. Very well kept property here. It seems to be a bit more expensive than anywhere else, but I think it's just a very up and coming village. You've got a school down the end of the road. All the roads are in good condition, like nicely tarmacked. You might notice across there, that's Stork House across the road that we have for sale. And this is the back of the house. It's not been lived in for quite a few years, and they're just not using it, decided to sell. Could do with a little bit of work along the outside of the house. I could do with rendering slightly, and you've got a slight damp issue on the downstairs, which I'll show you. It's, should be easily rectified with some guttering and a bit of damp proofing. In fact, while I'm here, let's just start with the house. It's 3 rooms upstairs and 3 rooms downstairs, and at the top of these steps you come to a nice little conservatory area. Nice and warm in here today. We're in the first week of March, and it's really warm. Neighbour's dog there is giving me a bit of jip, but they get used to you once you've been here for a week or so. They're totally used to you. It's just when they're not used to seeing anyone here. You've got really lovely big rooms. They're more like 4.5, 5 metres square. It's a bit larger than the standard 4 metre square rooms. Very minor cracking, a little bit there in the top corner where the ceiling meets, a little bit around the doors and windows, but it's all pretty minor. The ceilings are going to want replacing, but generally this house is in really good condition. Got decent floors throughout the whole of the upstairs, nice wooden floorboards in here, nice wooden floorboards through here in the second bedroom. Again, nice big room, nice high ceilings. Everything's included, just about, not everything, but most of the furniture is included. Big wooden windows and really nice views. You can see across the valley. I'll probably show you that from the outside. While I'm talking about it, I'll say it because I'll forget when I come out there again. But from the top here, you've got lovely views across the valley onto the hills on the other side. You've got a stream running down the bottom of the garden. Nice big trees all around, and in another month's time, when all the leaves come out, it's going to be really beautiful. Third room upstairs. Again, door needs an oil, but lovely wooden floorboards. I really like these cupboards here built into the wall. Really great spaces. You see a lot of these alcoves like that, but you see very few with the original woodwork in place. There's a loft hatch above me up there into the roof. Roof doesn't look too bad. It's going to need a little bit of attention. It's been able to smash it some of Good day. Това.
Акумулираш тапечка чисто нова.
Продаваш ли със къща? Всичко продавам. Добре. In that box in that room, she's just telling me that there's a new wood burner. You can have that included in the deal. So on this side, this neighbour across there, he only uses the house at weekends apparently. Lives in town and comes out here to relax. Got really nice high walls, which this guy lives across the road as well. He's come to show me around today. He's climbing up to have a look over. But yeah, it's quite private, especially if you do the other side. This here is what they call the summer kitchen. Heaps of character. This used to be a big, thinking of the English word again, it's a big sort of clay oven type thing. They've actually taken that down and just made it into an open fireplace. Yeah, you can still cook there. Again, lovely little cupboards like this, built into the wall. So that's your summer kitchen. I didn't show you the downstairs yet, so I'll just come and show you the downstairs. We've got this nice seating area outside the front of the house. Big old gnarly grapevines. Lovely big cherry tree there as well. It's going to be so beautiful in a month's time. It's downstairs, it's the same as the up. You've got large hallway, 3 rooms coming off. You've got water coming in here from the road, so you've got mains water in this sink. And this room here is pretty cool. You've got, well, I'll show you. This is your first kind of kitchen room, I guess. And in this little cupboard here, you've got, oh, I can't do it. There we go. You've got your sink in there as well, which is nice. There's no kind of septic tank or anything. The water just runs down underneath the front garden and out towards the river. And no septic tank, just an outside toilet. The floors downstairs are going to need redoing. Where I'm walking now, it's actually just laid with red bricks, probably on top of the old earth floors. And through here you'll see the damp problem I was mentioning. Nice big rooms again though. As I said before, everything's included. Nice big windows. But yeah, so I mean, even though that back has been cemented, I think it probably hasn't been damp proof properly. It's going to need some work along there. But again, I mean, potentially just living in here throughout the winter, keeping it warm, keeping it dry, you might not have ended up with this problem. You know, if you scrape off all this old plaster, let it all breathe, and you can just bring it back to the bare stone. It's granite on the first floor here, and it would look lovely just to bring all that back to its original stonework. Let it breathe, get some central heating in here. I think you're probably going to be fine. And I love all these old doors. I don't know if you can see all these old door frames. They're lovely. And it's your third room downstairs. This is just your storage larder, walk-in larder, shelving unit for all your jars and pickles and preserves. And this floor here is actually cement. And I think this downstairs hallway, even though it's got this kind of, yeah, this is, I can't remember what you call this. I don't know if you can see closely. I can't think what you call this stuff. It's rock hard. It's like kind of gravel and cement all mixed together, and it's the same in the hallway. So these floors are pretty good. I'll show you down through the garden and out into the barns. So we've got this area here. That's the neighbour's house there, and again you've got nice high walls and it's fairly private. There's just one old lady that lives next door. You could make it more private. This is what we call in the bathroom. She said, have a look in here, this is where the boiler is. I wasn't quite expecting to see what I did. This is quite an amazing contraption. Here's your boiler. You make a fire in the bottom here where you used to. I think it's rusted through now. That tank fills up with water, and there you go, you've got hot water coming straight out of that. And again, you've got drainage in there, and she said it just all connects to that main drain that runs down. I'm just trying to push that brick up against the door again, sorry. It runs down towards the river. So then here, you've got some little animal sheds. This is the only toilet at the minute, which I'll show you here. Ooh. I don't think you can see, it's too dark, but there's just a hole in the ground toilet through here. That's the only toilet on the site at the moment. See, these walls here are mud brick, and unfortunately where that roof's gone a little bit, it's washed away some of it. There's plenty of repairs to do, but it's also got so much potential, and it's going to have so much character when it's done. Here you've got your animal barns. This is where they used to keep the cow or the donkey. Big trough along there. Beautiful old beams. And then above us you've got all your, this is for all the straw and hay. See the bit of light coming through up there. This roof definitely needs redoing to save this building. And just while we're here, I mean, I think we started here, but as you can see, the roof on the house is pretty good. It's going to need very little work. Guttering would help, a bit of drainage would help. And then finally I'll show you this back garden. This is a really special little private garden you've got through here. And I've just noticed, there you go, there's some pipe work, that must be your drainage. Look at this, such a great little space. You've got more animal space in here. And then Lovely little back garden. There's a pigsty at some point. Got plum trees there, fig trees. And yeah, so your neighbour's garden here, they've put this really high wall up, so nice and private. If you were to do the same on this side. This is the primary school that you see, the big building in front of us, and you can hear the kids playing in the playground just over there. I think it's a lovely sound actually. It's got a really good energy, it feels really peaceful, really quiet. And when the leaves come out in another month's time, I don't think you're even going to see that building, all the trees that are in front of it. And likewise with the neighbour's property, it's so much hedge and plant growing around there, mulberry trees, plum trees, almonds. Got a big plum tree here, or is that I can't tell what that is actually. Here's your water well, and I love this old stone sink. It's really nice. So the well has water in it the whole summer through, and they've obviously cleared a lot of the scrub at some point, piled it all down here by the river. But the border doesn't run right up to the river, but if you wanted to use that, it wouldn't be a problem if you wanted to make something of this. This is another feature I wanted to point out, is this elderberry tree, because you don't see a lot of them over where we are in Bulgaria. It's just a bit too hot down here. But this area along the Maritsa, I found a few, and I actually harvested a load of elderflowers last year in this kind of area. That's nice to have your own big elderberry tree there. So anyway, that's the property. I think that's everything I've got to say. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. Get in touch via Facebook, via email, via our website. Yeah, give us a ring. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, see you really soon in the next video.